we wasn't able to record, but quick breakdown. Second round, we had Minnesota. We had Minnesota, Golden State. We had Denver, OKC. We had the Knicks and Celtics, and we also had the Cavs and the Pacers.
Right.
So we start with the Cavs and the Pacers. Guys weren't 100%, but still no excuse. The guys was out there, and right now, currently constituted, Indiana Pacers is the hottest team in the league right now.
Oh, they balling.
Ever since January, I think their record is like 30-something and like 5.
Yeah.
Right now, they got this little light skinned fucker over there, Tyrese Halliburton. And we because the thing was
light skin
from another light skinned guy.
It's light on light crime right now. But I will say this: before he went to the Pacers, I kind of knew about him at Sacramento. Me personally, and I know some people might not agree, I like pure point guards more than scoring point guards. That's why I fell in love with Lonzo Ball's game, because he was something like a Jason Kidd. Chris Paul is, now that Rondo's no longer playing, is the last pure point guard.
Yep, that's right.
Pure point guard.
Right.
Where he's looking to get everybody else. He'll get his shot, but he doesn't mind getting, 8 to 10 plus assists.
Yeah, they pass first. They pass first players. Yeah.
So, the Stocktons, the Gary Paytons, those type of guys don't exist no more.
Nah.
We got nothing but scoring point guards.
Mm-hmm.
Or we'll have 2 guards masked as point guards, when really you're a shooting guard, but because of your height and your size, they move you to a point guard.
Right.
And, we'll get to the Knicks series, but the fact that you look at his numbers are not, they don't jump off the screen. But he plays like a floor general.
He shows up in clutch moments, and he leads. And he leads.
So they got rid of the Bucks in 5. They got rid of the Cavs in 5.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I know the Cavs wasn't fully healthy, but okay, you take advantage, right?
Yeah, that's not your fault.
They got rid of the Cavs in 5, hottest team. Then now it was the Knicks in Boston, right? In which I allowed the viral video came. Now, I just want to say this real quick to some of you haters. And we're not going to do the comment section segment this week, but we'll get to it. That video that we put out was before the Boston series started. There was a bunch of people saying after the Knicks went up 2-0, oh, why are you celebrating this and the third? I'm like, we put that video out way before the series started, like a day or two before the series started. And people were upset that, listen, anyway. So we went up 2-0. Boston came back, won game 3. Now, game 4, it was some controversy, right? We were up 9 points with about 3 minutes ago. And unfortunately, Jason Tatum tore his Achilles.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when he went down, all of the internet doctors were saying, oh, it's an ankle, it's a this, it's a that.
No, you know what it was.
As soon as he grabbed the back of his foot, it's like, okay, that's not a
non-contact.
Right, you saw the way he stepped.
Yeah.
As soon as he stepped down, you already knew. Oh, KD, Kobe, all them guys go over again.
And the internet is a crazy place because you never want to see somebody get injured.
Mm-hmm.
But just the simple fact that people were really clowning this man for getting injured.
Yeah.
Now, I got a dark sense of humor, so the fact that they were saying that he wants to be like Kobe so bad that he tore his Achilles, like, dog.
At the exact same
at
time.
the same
the
like
time that was
wrong.
left on the game.
Bro,
Some wild
That's wrong.
conspiracy,
man.
man.
That's wrong.
That's wild.
Come on.
Then you had people really looking to see if him wearing the Timbs was a reason of him. I'm like, yo, y'all doing too much right
This
now.
dude may not come back. He not coming back to after the All-Star game, maybe.
He's not
If-
gonna- he's not
well
gonna come
before-
back at all.
well-
Yeah, I would
before.
take the year off. If I'm him, I'll take the year off.
If they go to the playoffs, that man coming back.
You sure you want to bring him back during playoffs?
Playoffs.
That's
You sound
That's-
like Dick Vermeil. But I'm just
Playoffs.
Pause.
Playoffs.
Yeah. I'm just saying if it had that would be a prime time for him to return. Now you're talking 9 months healing and therapy. Me personally, I wouldn't.
If they clear him after All-Star break, okay, that gives you at least 2 months before the so.
If he's really trying to be like that conspiracy theory with Kobe, yes, he will. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you got to treat that differently though. This is not ACL.
It's not ACL. Like
I agree.
Kyrie is going to come back because now ACLs is nothing now in the NBA.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it
Medicine.
was a
Oh, that was season ending.
that was season ending.
Yeah,
and your career
Probably
was in
career
question.
ending.
Yeah,
But now ACL is like, oh, that's it. That's like a sprained ankle nowadays.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So, but
But not that Achilles though. That Achilles takes
It's
everything.
yeah, it's no joke. But we wish him, you know, recovery.
Right.
Regardless, he plays on a different team.
Right.
And not you got the positive of the situation was he got hurt in New York,
Right.
and there's a doctor, I can't think of his name. He specializes in Achilles.
Mhm.
He did Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers could have came back. Well, he was kind of cleared, but they just didn't want to risk him.
Yeah.
Can't remember he tore his ACL in September.
Mm.
By December, he was already running and
Yeah.
all that.
Only difference with that is he playing a quarterback position. He
Yeah,
doesn't have to
yeah,
jump,
yeah.
run,
It's different.
spin, cut, and all that
But the
stuff.
guy, if that guy did the surgery, then if everything goes well, then I could see your theory of him playing at least after the All-Star game
Yeah.
or whatever. So the Knicks, we ended up finishing that series in 6, like my prediction. That's why we went viral. And so we had the Thunder and we had the Nuggets. That went to Game 7. It was close early, and then by halftime they was thinking about Cancun. That game was over second half.
I think they sat their players in third quarter or fourth
Yeah.
quarter or something, which is crazy. Like you play everybody,
Yeah.
even if you're down 50,
Yeah,
because this is the
it's-
last game of the
It's the
season.
last game. Go all out.
Different times,
But
dog.
they made quick work of them. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Then we had the Minnesota and Golden State. They made quick work of Minnesota with no Steph Curry. I mean, of Golden State with no Steph Curry. That went in 5 also. So then now we
And shout out to Ant too for making the comment he did make though. You know what I'm saying? Like
What-
you know,
what he said?
it would have been to take Golden State out without Steph Curry. You know, feels weird.
Mhm.
Like he was saying, it would totally been different, and this series probably would have went 7 had
Oh, yeah, for
Steph
sure.
been playing. You know what I'm saying? He said they don't feel the same beating them without him.
Without him, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah. I mean, I can see his point. But they advanced to their second straight conference finals. So now we got the Knicks, Pacers, Thunder, Minnesota. Now, we'll start with the Minnesota and Thunder series. Right now, that series is 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota won last night. Brilliant performance. by
Blowout.
Ant-Man. Ant-Man, that first quarter,
Blowout.
set the tempo. You know, playing defense, scoring, attacking, being you know, that guy.
Mhm.
Because there was questions the first 2 games. Oh, did we put too much on Ant-Man and this, that, and the third? And it's like, why we live in a microwave society? Like, you can't give somebody praise and then take it from them because they're not playing well at the moment.
Right.
He played well game 2. He had 30, 32.
I understand that. So it's like when the media, I'm telling you, the media this is one of the reasons why I can see Ant-Man doesn't want to be the main guy because
Mhm.
they built him up the first 2 rounds.
Mhm.
Slayed the Dragon, all that. Has a bad first game, decent second game.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, did we put too much on him too early? You built him up.
Right.
You built him up. He's out there playing. He's not campaigning to be the MVP. He's not campaigning to be the best player. He just wants to hoop.
Yeah.
And, you know,
There's a lot to come with that, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, really a lot,
absolutely.
man. And I
Absolutely.
don't think a lot of guys are looking for that. It's just like I said, the media puts them there.
yeah. And the thing is, when you have that mantle of being the face of the league, you kind of got to be squeaky clean.
Yeah.
You can't really do much.
Right.
Because everything they're going to critique you.
Yeah.
Outside of, just they're going to critique you on the court, but off the court, they're going to dig and dive on any little thing.
Yeah.
Right now, his off the court stuff ain't.
Yeah, but he's still the most likable
but-
guy in the
yeah,
league.
that thing-
because he's authentic.
He's marketable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's what makes Ant-Man resonate with a lot of us
Yeah.
because he's authentic.
Yeah.
He doesn't, you know how some guys are, okay, you look at them like, really not like
You're not really like
that.
that.
You're not really like that.
I mean, most
But,
of the-
okay, I get it. You got an image, you're trying to,
Most of the faces of the league, if you go back and look, are all family men. Got kids, married. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of keep, besides, Jordan with the gambling, Kobe with the domestic
yeah.
violence, but most of them got families. Everybody's not squeaky clean is Steph Curry and LeBron
Yeah.
were able to make it, but they had to be like that.
yeah.
Ant-Man is totally different. He ain't married, he got babies, but you know what I'm saying? Same
That's-
time, he's marketable.
That's a great point that you made with the two recent faces of the league, LeBron and Curry.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so crazy that, like you said with Jordan and his off the,
Mhm.
and Kobe was, but LeBron and Curry have no off the court drama,
Mm-hmm.
and people tear them down like they're bad for the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They take stuff that has like
They want something to be wrong.
yes,
Yeah, they
because
want
they're like,
something to be
Steph
wrong.
Curry messed up the game with the 3-pointer. Steph Curry never told people to shoot like him.
Right.
LeBron, he messed up the game by switching teams. Okay, LeBron said, you know what? Instead of being on a team for the rest of my career and suffering, I'm going to create my own legacy. And you know what? I'm going to
Right.
do it my way. For so many years, these owners and teams,
Right.
you look at a player just wither away with the team, and all their best years is gone because they never put no help around.
Mm-hmm.
So, they try to create these narratives like these guys are bad for the game, and it's like they kind of change the game, some in a positive, some not necessarily in a positive, but they want, like you said, to make something
They
up.
want something wrong, man. They want it to be. You got to have a bad image on you. You can't be squeaky clean in sports.
Yeah.
They're not going to allow that to be.
Yeah.
You know.